stuck here in a dream. Back at the bottom of the ocean. I'm at the bottom of the sea. I'll stay down, down. I'm just stuck here in a dream. I'm at the bottom of the sea. I'll stay down, down. I'm just stuck here in a dream.
The right of all sentient beings.
This is a public service announcement from C.T. Fletcher. I will not contribute to the pussification of a nation. Get your punk ass out there and work for it, motherfucker.
Let's roll.
Morning, Sergeant Major.
How do you know what kind of goddamn day it is?
Beautiful morning, Sergeant Major.
Are you a fucking weatherman now?
You're listening to Sergeant's Time on WTF Nation Radio.
Oh, man. Break them off some. Broadcasting live from the Functional Veteran Center of Excellence on this 11 March 2021. Yeah. I'm your host for tonight on Sergeant's Time. Nice. Spanky had a real last minute event happen, so I'm running the gun solo tonight. Hell yeah. Yeah. Solo flying. I'm just gonna be talking to you guys and gals in the chats. But anyways, so tonight, ooh, buddy. Oh man, what is going on? So, had a busy last couple days, I guess, in the mill news. I might as well just go ahead and break out about it right now. Currently, the world is glued on what's happening with what Tucker Carlson said on air. And he really freaking pissed everybody off. It pissed me off too. And I think what pissed me off the most is, oh hey, what's up, guys? What pissed me off the most is the fact that everyone jumping on with him to feed the outrage, saying that he's totally right and all this other shit. So I'll be honest with you, I don't feed into that crap. And my biggest thing is that if you're you got to pick your side on what you want to do as far as who you're supporting and all this shit. And I'll get to that point later, but let me tell you what happened. So on Monday, the president marked, International Women's Day, saying that, there was a promotion of 2 female generals, right? And in his speech, he was talking about efforts on recent years to accommodate women in the military, to include work to design a military flight suit, right? That right there, fucking Tucker had an issue with it. He started like going off. So like on Tuesday night, he was just going and saying, quote, "So we've got new hairstyles in maternity flight suits. Pregnant women are going to fight our wars. It's a mockery of the U.S. military," unquote. I don't know if he remembers, but there's always been military women getting pregnant in the military. That's kind of like that's the, I don't know, since women have been in the military, they get pregnant. That's just the way it is. He also continues to say that while China's military becomes more masculine, it has assembled the world's largest navy. Our military needs to become more, as Joe Biden says, more feminine, whatever feminine means anymore, unquote. So, somebody sent me an article about this, and I think, yeah, we're going to talk about that. I don't know why everyone, dude, the media is playing both of y'all, especially in the veteran community, the veteran outrage machine. And that's the thing that I wanted to talk about. I expected the vet rage. Like, I really expected the vet rage to go, man, screw you, Tucker. What are you doing talking shit? You don't be talking about our you don't talk about our veterans that way. You hate vets, Tucker, right? Isn't that what everyone busts on me about? ICE, you hate vets. You don't like vets because you don't do this for vets. Well, here's your chance. Here's your fucking chance. Here you go. You want to talk about not paying attention to the China threat, as what Tucker says? Now, I kind of remember, I don't know, I'm not trying to fucking downplay what happened in other incidences or other countries and all that with our service members, but I don't understand how is it that when someone in the military is getting ragged on, only certain specific groups are the ones that get supported. We talk about Benghazi. We talk about all that stuff that happens when our government does, some stupid shit and all that. And everybody runs to our defense. The media, Fox News, runs to their defense, right? And they, veterans, because our military does this, military that. But I don't think Tucker realizes that all this happened during like D. Treacy's time. This was all Trump's time. These were all initiatives that Trump had signed. All the stuff that everyone's talking about, all in cash and all that, that was done on Trump's watch. So the Air Force was considering buying maternity flight suits, announcing in 2019 that it would allow pilots to continue flying longer into their pregnancies without a waiver. So immediately everyone thinks that we're just going to have squadrons of jet fighters and bombers out there with a bunch of pregnant women flying around. You got the pregnant squadron just flying around, right? Yeah, some of them have to maintain their currency, and obviously just like, I've known women who have been pregnant 2-3 months on jump status that have jumped out of airplanes. And you're like, holy shit. Damn, hey, son, I'm pregnant. Oh, shit, how far are you along? Oh, it's 2 months, and I'm thinking, wow. In the airborne community, I don't want to say back and brag, but back and brag, in the airborne community, it's quite common to have women paratroopers go at least 2 to 3 months into their pregnancy and not realize they were pregnant. Jumping, pulling duties, jump masters. You know, some of these babies are probably more jump qualified than Tucker Carlson. So all this stuff right here was done under President Trump. So this whole slashing on Biden's military. Okay, look, make up your mind where the standard and the goalposts you want to shift. If you want to shift the goalpost to take credit for fucking COVID response, hey, that's great. And what the military's been doing, hey, fucking A. Take credit for that too if you want to keep talking about it. But when it comes to other issues, hey man, you got to go a little bit further. All this was recommended by Trump, by the way. New grooming standards. He's talking about ponytails and shit like that. You're gonna mock women like that, dude? I mean, you were literally you are literally sitting there with zero fucking experience of why these panels were done, why these tests were made when it comes to changes of style. Now, don't get me wrong. Now, I know in the vet bro community and everybody's talking about beards and all this other shit. And of course we joke around, hey, you know, whatever Army policy is, you gotta sometimes just ruck and you gotta move out and draw fire, right? The same thing with the ACFT and the APFT, you know, phasing out. There's specific events. You just gotta, in the end up, you gotta do it. However, the leadership right now in today's Army is a little bit more responsive and a little bit more receptive. Scott says if we've gotten his beards, we probably hadn't gotten this big of news. Probably Scott. Who knows? My point being is immediately everyone started fucking like taking Tucker's side. I was expecting the fleet of pickup truck Toyota Tacoma truck ranters to go off and start posting TikToks and saying how Tucker shouldn't be talking about vets. How Tucker shouldn't be saying shit. Now, has Tucker said quite outlandish things at times when it comes to stuff like that? When it comes to shit that kind of makes me chuckle? I've caught when someone sends me a stream or someone shows me a Tucker Carlson video. I don't, because like I said, I don't watch the show. Think about it. Right now, you're either watching the show or you're listening to us. Or you like there's some PAOs right now that have me up U.S. Army WTF moments. But I made sure Fox News was tagged on our post. That way we can let them know and send them some love. Hey, we just want to let you know that this is what the it's a conspiracy, right? Someone just said leg Tucker Carlson. That's a good one. Start calling him. He's the enemy, right? He's leg Tucker Carlson. That's a good one. I like it. But my point being is that I thought the vet rage would be more furious. If you're going to talk about previous administrations and what they've done, I would have expected this from some randos or something like that talking shit. But I never expected the veteran community or the mill community to say, yeah, Tucker Carlson, blah, blah, blah. Well, the Army had a different take on it. A real different take. Well, let's just go ahead and start with some lawmakers. You know, Senator Tammy Duckworth. She said, fuck Tucker Carlson. Now, while he was practicing his two-step, the American female warriors were hunting down Al-Qaeda and proving the strength of Americans' women. And, of course, she posted her belated International Women's Day to everyone but Tucker, I can dance better than that. Now, if you guys don't know who she is, she was a former combat pilot in Iraq who lost both of her legs when her helicopter was shot down. It was downed. So going back and forth, I'm just kind of thinking, why is it that nobody's jumping on the vet rage here? Why aren't some specific companies that like to talk about, why isn't the VFW, the American Legion, why isn't anybody just saying this shit? Well, Sergeant Major of the Army said some shit. Sergeant Major of the Army made some comments. And I'll be honest with you, was pretty cool. I mean, I was just like, hey, man, that's pretty awesome. As I was watching this stuff, and someone had sent me the video of it, I was like, God dang, dude. Fucking, is anybody gonna say about this stuff? Everyone's gonna say, well, of course, there were some influencers that posted some stuff as well, and said, hey, this is messed up. One of them was who highlighted the video, and she said that Tucker Carlson accuses Joe Biden of trying to feminize the military and argues that China is wrapping up its military masculinity. Have you seen some of those Chinese military videos? They're freaking hilarious. So a lot of individuals, Sergeant of the Army, the U.S. Marine Corps Master Gunnery Sergeant Scott Walker, he's the senior enlisted advisor for Space Command, said something. I mean, I'm not going to go through all the comments and stuff like that, but you get the gist if you guys just look up Tucker comment. Well, Tucker, he got mad. Man, he got really mad. He got like freaking butthurt mad. He got so mad that now he tweeted out, holy shit, you guys are attacking me. You guys are you're now attacking me. I'm like, wait, whoa. Wait, what are you talking about? You're attacking you. You just sat there, and here's what I'm telling you about. I'm telling you the WTF Nation. Somebody from the media attacked. Anybody else would attack members of the media or members of the military? What would you have done? So here we have someone who has a multi-million, possibly billion audience. I mean, think about the audience that Fox News has. They're freaking huge, like 18 million on their Facebook. Another some odd million on that. Tucker's got some pretty good, decent mileage on his freaking followership. Sitting there talking shit about the military. He's sitting there talking shit about the military, and we're like not even just a couple months in the new administration. Dude, if you're sitting there shit talking fucking Trump on how he was saying, hey, he was only in, this is what he inherited, how come that excuse ain't working then? They exactly that, Gary. Sling mud and be prepared to get your sling mud in your face. I wanted to see, and this is what I'm saying. They're attacking our sisters, okay? They're attacking our sisters, moms, aunts, grandmothers, wives, daughters. You can let that dude just talk shit about you guys, about your family like that? You want to talk about this is the time to go and support military veterans and support the women in the military? There are some women out there that are badass fighter pilots. I'm not far from qualified to do that. I can't be a fighter pilot. Shit. Drill sergeants, drill instructors, rescue swimmers in the Coast Guard. Shit. I can't do that. I don't understand why everyone's not, or no one should at all, had fucking just, hey, dude, you need to shut up. So now there's sides being taken in all this. I don't know why. Everyone's saying, Ice, you shouldn't talk about this, man. You're giving him his platform. You're not. Well, in my kind of line of work, I kind of have to pay attention to all the threats when someone says something like, it was about pregnant women. That's right. I just if you just missed the comments, it was about pregnant women. Yes, and that's what I'm saying. You're not going to go and take his side about it was talking about pregnant women, dude. Tucker's making it sound like there are pregnant women flying into combat. All it was is he picked up a sliver of a story and ran with it that had all it was talking about, flight suits. That's all it was. Flight suits. Trump did not say that, BS. You could not prove it now. We got some people here that are like hating on what I'm saying just because of what I'm repeating. I'm just talking about the veteran community and how they like to take sides off of Trump or take sides off of Biden. And I just want to know how come everyone is taking up for Tucker Carlson when they're attacking your sisters in arms. That's my biggest thing. That's my big beef. That's really what it is. I'll be honest with you. Everyone's talking about taking Fox News off military installations or not putting in the news rotator. Now there are some. Everybody knows that I'm a big fan of Kennedy. I do watch Kennedy Nation once in a while, but again, like I said, once in a while, I'll catch a clip or something like that, or I'll engage with her on Twitter. So of course, there are some members of the Fox community that I do really interact with. and you know, they are not, you know, whatever. I know there's some senior defense military reporters in Fox that provide good journalism. Jennifer Griffin, she does a really great job. I just know it's just exactly that. Why can't women go to professional development while pregnant? They can. Now women can get promoted. Women can get promoted, and there's been exemption. See, that's the thing. Don't close yourself off to a lot of the noise-making freaking echo chambers that are wanting to turn the military against you, or think that the military's not doing. And, you know, we kind of have, like, I don't want to say it's like a love-hate relationship with the Sergeant Major of the Army. It's kind of like a jabbing back and forth. It's always been that way since U.S. Army WTF Moments has been. It's always been like that. It's kind of like been a push back and forth, making jokes, jabs, and memes with the Sergeant Major of the Army. Pay attention to his websites. Pay attention to his fucking Facebook page. Pay attention to his town halls. Go on Twitter and engage with him on Instagram too. You'll see that too. Everyone's going back and forth. He just announced today that PME will be allowed for conditional. Hey, look, again. Exactly. Spanky is sharpening her sword for Tucker. Yeah, exactly that. Exactly that. Exactly that. Hey, I'm just talking about why there's a bunch of outrage, and this being Sergeant's time, I think this is something that you guys and gals need to be aware. You guys need to be aware that there are media individuals out there that like to take advantage of what we say, what we do in the military, and kind of nose in on it. I'm kind of lucky to be out of the Army right now and be retired, and be able to interact with the active duty community. You know, allowing them to come onto our. I think we've had more military people on our show on Sergeant's Time than Fox when it comes to talking about objective military. You know, talking about, you know, formations, units showing their wares and all that. I just don't get why everyone's not, you know, jumping up and down and shit. I don't understand why everyone's going off on saying that, you know, put some respect on Sergeant Major Daly. We cannot confirm or deny Sergeant Major of the Army Daly, the former Sergeant Major of the Army Daly, was an admin. We can't say that. However, you know. Yeah, exactly that. See, exactly, Tony. Ain't no regular soldier ever been in combat. Now, we'll say this. We have had stories of women soldiers that have gotten pregnant, that have deployed, didn't know it. They took a pregnancy test. They weren't positive. They went and deployed. And then they were like 2, 3, 4 months in, and then bam, they got, you know, they found out they were pregnant. So that's plausible too. Also, other events too, where, you know, there were some women soldiers that have been deployed to areas that are a little bit more permissive and have gotten pregnant. They have had to return home. So again, I don't want anybody. I don't want nobody to sit there and say that, oh well, you know, you don't know what you're talking about, ICE. No, I'm just giving you specific scenarios. And again, Tucker Carlson said this shit, not me. He's the one that's making it sound like we have waves of pregnant women that are just flying jet fighters and you know, driving around in assault combat vehicles. That's what he's saying. That's what he said. He said, so we've got, let me say this again. So we've got new hairstyles and maternity flight suits. Pregnant women are going to fight our wars. It is a mockery of the U.S. military. Yeah. Yeah, that's what he said. It's recorded, transcribed, transcript, and right now he's complaining because the DOD's now saying something. The DOD did say it. Pentagon spokesman John Kirby said today that the SecDef Lloyd Austin shares revulsion that many senior leaders have expressed about the monologue. Carlson said during his show again that Tuesday grooming standards and inclusive military uniforms for women were making a mockery out of the U.S. military. Yeah. In the monologue, Carlson said that China's military has become more masculine, while our military needs to become, as Joe Biden says, more feminine. That's what he said. So, the spokesman said, hey, we absolutely won't do is take personal advice from a talk show host or the Chinese military. Pretty simple, right? He was asked, of course, if Carlson should apologize, And he says he hopes he realizes that he makes mistakes, and he's made comments that are essentially demeaned the entire U.S. military on how we defend and serve this country. So instead of picking pepper out of fly shit, of me quoting what someone else said, do what he said. I'm pretty much, I mean, I don't want to repeat his fucking shit. But right now, he's upset now. He tweeted out, the military's coming after me now. I'm paraphrasing, of course, but he's butthurt. Oh, again, I want to know how come there's no outrage on it. I want to know how come when someone else attacks somebody on a Facebook group or goes off on somebody online when it comes to the veterans and 22 a day and also the shit. I don't see nobody. Fuck, man. You see people raging. You see name calling and man, you see stuff that I wouldn't even repeat to my kids. But Tucker Carlson says this, and all of a sudden, oh, well, you just gotta have to see what he says, and he did not say this. Hey, don't fucking tell me what he did not fucking say. That's what he fucking said. But Sergeant Major of the Army went on CNN. So, I mean, you have to talk to Sergeant Major of the Army about that. Oh, I'm sorry, D-Max. What you missed? Oh, you didn't miss the beginning of my rant? So, I already told you about that. But at any rate, so right now, he's on the news. And I'm just like, hey, I was just going to go on the show. I was going to watch the show a little bit, and then I was like, no, you guys wanted to listen in. So if you guys, Tucker Carlson, you could call in too if you like. You could shoot the shit with us. Be more than happy to freaking, to entertain this. More than happy. Put up our little thing up there. We'll go up there. I don't understand Fox News. How come you're just letting this dude just talk shit about the military and say, hey, look, dude, pump your brakes. You like talking shit about the military. This is our bread and butter. We bread and butter. We support the troops. We love vets. It's because of who's in the White House. What do you mean? No, it has nothing to do with that. I think it's that the media is running out of the the D. Treasy machine. That's what I think it is. But I was told that I can only use this time to talk about the military affected. I know it's hard for me not to go back and forth with politics. It's hard because you can't get involved in that shit, and we try to maintain a neutrality as much as we can. But man, bro, I am not. Nah. Sorry, Tucker. Right now, there's probably I know my youngest daughter, was thinking about joining the military. She's like, hey, what do you want to do? She wants to fly. Now, mind you, she wants to fly an Apache or something like that, but she wants to fly a helicopter. Yeah, she wants to do military shit. I'm just seeing this shit right now. You think you got your daughter or something like that, or you got your wife or something, or you're a woman and you want to join the military by listening to this shit? Whatever, dude. Whatever. This right, and again, I'm just saying, all the vet bro. I want to see some vet bro rage. I want to see just as much of vet bro rage on 22 a day. I want to see everybody, all that rage that you had on the VA, all that rage that you had on for you not getting your 100% for your TBI or PTSD. I want to see that same outrage. I want to see the same outrage. So why is everyone taking the defense of Tucker Carlson when he's not served one day in a uniform? Hey, there you go, man. Thanks, bro. There you go. Yeah, exactly. D-Max, I think about too. So a lot of individuals that are going back talking again. So you don't believe me? Just look at the chats right now, or look at the comments that every time a woman says something about this, and guys are just jumping up and down and shit. Oh, we support women in the military, until the woman says something right there. Then the next thing it's like, shut up, whatever. I'm like, God damn, dude, you just literally had a dude on national TV shit talk all women in militaries, talking about their needs I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. If my wife or exes of many that I have, I'm not saying that I have been divorced several times, but one of I've had wives that were in the military. Man, I'd come off the top rope. Where's all this sense of chivalry that everyone talks about, being a man and all this stuff about? Come on, dude. say something about it tomorrow. Yeah, really. Yeah, exactly that, veteran trash talk. See what happens when you post it in some of the groups. As a matter of fact, there's a challenge. We'll do this for Screenshot Madness. We'll do this for Screenshot Madness. You guys send us some screenshots of you posting something about it's messed up what Tucker Carlson said. I would come off the top rope, man. I mean, I am coming off the top rope. Here I am broadcasting to a bunch of platforms with a reach about 9 million. So I guess it's gonna get to Tucker somehow. I don't care. But you gotta have some fucking respect, dude. You can have differences of opinions on policy, but don't post a picture. And that's why I only put the picture up for a little bit. But don't post a picture to prove your little fucking statement there of how the military is when you have no context of what it was. When it was your Lord and Trump and Savior that posted it up there. That was his idea. I mean, I hate politicians as it is. I hate politics as it is. I hate the fact that, the way the media likes to push this shit. Using us, the military and the veteran community. This is really fucking up our civil military divide, by the way. How are we supposed to engage our civilian community when we have individuals like that speaking for you? No, what was that? No top rope from you and me. You shading it in a different way. How am I shading it in a different way? Or be more specific. How am I, Robert? How am I shading it in a different way? Yeah, it's not really saying this. It's like, I'm just talking about it. I'm just saying you right now that different type of way about this page. What are you talking about? Please tell us a different type of this page. And mind you, now we're WTF Nation Radio broadcasting on U.S. Army WTF Moments as well. So this is kind of like there's just two other entities. That's what I mean. If that's what you're talking about, feeling a different way. Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is the express opinion of the person that said it, and not reflection of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments. Please enjoy the show. That's the normal disclaimer, just like how we have different guests and different hosts and stuff like that to talk their stuff. There is no one way of doing it. So everyone's talking about, hey, well, when we ever engage or something like that, and don't know us at all. No one's ever noticed at all. There's the military right now has even said. This comment thread is why. You damn right, Tina. I do like freedom of speech. I do. Exactly that. This is exactly like I said. Freedom of speech. I mean, you guys have heard me before. If you first time listeners or have never listened to me before, you damn right, Tina. The reason why I like freedom of speech is it helps us find the assholes. It helps us find the people that are just straight dicks. It helps us identify those that are racist. It helps identify those who are, I mean, come on, think about it. If you're sitting there thinking that it's bad for a woman to get pregnant in uniform, there's something fucking wrong with you. Ah, damn. We all got pegged as extremists by the media. This is the same people that you're all taking sides with is the one that's saying we're extremists. The media, when I say the media. They're the ones that are framing the crap. They're the ones that right now have saying that the military, the military has had a lower look, or people don't trust the military anymore. There's like new stats out, new studies. People have more distrust for the military. Who the hell do you think is saying that? It ain't us. Fuck, man, we're fit to fight. One team, one fight. This is my squad. Life is great, right? Now, of course, there are some military operations that we would like to kind of get out of. Afghanistan and Infinity War. But I'm just saying. It would be nice to get out of Afghanistan. I mean, since everyone cares about the vets so much, it'd be kind of cool to get out of Afghanistan. It would be nice. Of course, there's another report. Hang on for a second. Hey, hang on. I think we got a phone call. Ooh, WTF Nation Radio, you're on the air.
Oh, hello. Can I ask your opinion?
Can you ask for my opinion? Yeah, go ahead. You can ask for my
Yeah, is that
opinion.
cool?
You can even bring up your opinion. Go for it, dude.
Awesome. So, I have a second job because I got 2 car payments. I should not do that.
I hear you.
And
Gotta do the hustle, man.
I
You
told
gotta do
my
the hustle.
commander, I was like, yeah, I'm doing it. So I told my commander, I was like, I'm just working the weekends. It's like not a big deal. And then she's like, yeah, it's cool, whatever. And my PL is like, yeah, you got to work CQ on this Saturday. I'm like, I told you, like, I can only do it on Saturday. I only work Saturday and Sunday, and there's so many other people you could pick. They're like, well, Army comes first. I guess I just wanted your opinion on that.
Well, first off, did you inform your leadership that you have had a second job? Like, does everybody know you're hustle, getting some side hustle there? Does anybody know about that?
I did, because everybody knows, like, I'm not the best with my money. So I told them, and my commander even brought up, she's like, I know you're in a little situation, so I understand, and I'm going to let that, like, she gave me the green light because of that.
Now, were there any stipulations? Were there any, you know what I mean? No, I'm just saying.
All she said was, as long as it doesn't interfere with work.
As long as it doesn't, there you go. She just gave you the guidance. She just gave it to you, bro.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I guess I'm just frustrated because, like, I feel like there's so many other people to pick from, and they know I only work weekends.
That's kind of like the gig. I mean, that's kind of like the gig, though, man. That's. I understand that you have the consideration of that you were considered to do a job. That's cool. But you are also enlisted in the U.S. Army, and you have obligations that you enlisted for. What's the gig? What's your side gig do? I mean, it can only be done on Saturdays?
Not really. No, I just deliver pizza.
You just deliver pizza? That's it? Well, shit, dude.
Yeah, let's get money though.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm just saying, but you can't do it like after work. I mean, you got CQ, you got staff duty. Is it 12-hour duty or 24-hour duty?
It's 24.
Ooh, yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah, well, I mean, as Commander said, man. But, I mean, what do you mean you're not good with your money? What have your leaders done? You know what I'm saying? What do your leaders do? I mean, think about it. Did they do like a cash budget analysis worksheet on you to kind of sit there and say, this is how much money you make, and this is how much you should spend? Did you go buy in a Dodge Charger with like 58% interest already, or what? Is that what it is?
Was not a Charger. It was a Camaro.
It was a Camaro. Well, at least was it a good Camaro? At least, what was it? The SS or RS? What was it?
It was RS.
Oh, dude. No,
yeah,
just for that. You just need to pull that duty.
I got all the private mistakes, except I didn't get married in 3 months, so I guess that's a good sign.
You did all the private mistakes except for getting married.
Yeah.
More like solar like NCOs and stuff too. NCOs do the same shit. So you're saying that right now. So are you like? What happens if you don't work that gig? I mean, is it going to like set you back in your money or something like that on your budget or what?
I mean, it's not really like I have to do this shift or I can't, or if like I'm gonna go broke kind of thing. It's like I don't know. I just feel like I said, there's like so many people they get to pick from, but they're just so adamant that I do it. You know?
They're just so. That means your turn has come up. That's what I'm saying. Your turn's come up and it's time to do the the DA6 is filled out. That's what you got to do, man. And then even your commander said, right? Your commander said, as long as it doesn't interfere with work, right?
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
No, I get what you're saying. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. I mean, like you're saying, that's just one of those things it's an Army thing, dude. Now, let's talk about your finances, man. Have you gone to AER? Have you gone to ACS to ensure that you have had a budget analysis worksheet done on you to make sure you're good? I mean, you know you got a stimmy coming, right?
Yeah, I do. I'm excited for the stimmy.
Okay, well then if you got the stimmy, man, just make a couple of TikToks and you'll be good, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This should be good.
All right.
I did the whole financial analysis stuff.
All right, cool. Well then, go knock it out. I got another call coming in. All right, I'll talk to you later.
That sounds good. Thanks for your time.
Yep, have a good one. Oh man, somebody. Oh, call back. Hey, caller that just called again. Just call back again. My apologies to. I didn't catch that in time. they got like a bunch of calls coming in. So the last caller, was that the British guy? I think there was like a British guy. So a dude's like a specialist. He's waiting for his Biden bucks. So make sure you get your Biden bucks before you do that. That's an interesting call. I haven't had a. I think that was been like. I think Spank will tell you too. We've not had a deal with soldiers moonlighting in a long time. So, anyways, WTF Nation Radio, you're on the air.
Hey, I want the opinion of yourself and kind of the whole group here. I got a situation.
Is this the same dude again?
So, no.
Okay, what's up?
No, somebody different.
Go ahead.
All right, so I got a personal thing, but it's military.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. So I am currently a staff sergeant in the Army, and I just found out that recently my wife had cheated on me with a master sergeant in the United States Army. Now this master sergeant is getting ready to retire, and he's currently divorcing his wife, who is trying to take or get her due diligence, the 50% of his retirement. I have all the proof that I need to prove adultery and all that stuff. I could hurt him for what, get involved in my own family. What do you think the proper thing here to do is? Should I worry about me and get my repercussions and, see this dude get hurt a little bit because he, moved out of my family? Or do I say, no, hey, let's just let his wife deal with it and do what she needs to do to take care of her and her kids?
Wow, dude, I did not really expect that. Okay. Well, being that I am a current, I mean, you must have like heard my previous show when I said I was a divorce enthusiast.
No. Actually, I'm a first-time listener.
Oh, you're a first-time listener. Okay, so first off, so let's put it this way: were you guys both legally separated? Like,
no, we were living in the same home, happily married. We just had our 10-year anniversary. I thought we were happy.
Okay, 10-year anniversary. Now, okay, so what were the circumstances of all this that was happening? Like, for instance, was it you were TDY deployed? What was the deal?
No, I'm actually I'm a recruiter, so I'm home every night, and she was, she's a big gamer like I am. She was playing Warcraft, met some dude on Warcraft. Turns out he was a master sergeant somewhere, and decided that she told me she was going to go off to see her sister. Left for the night, or left early in the morning. Didn't come home till late at night, and I found out that she wasn't with her sister and all this stuff. Asked her what happened. She lied to me for weeks. I got in touch with the dude and kind of figured everything out. And
God damn, brother, I am so
long
sorry.
Story short, going through stuff. Yeah.
No, I'm so sorry to hear about that. You got any kids?
Yeah, I do.
How many kids you got?
Two girls.
How do you? God, dude. This is fucking insane, man. This is one of those. Oh man, brother. I don't. Fuck. Well, first off, I appreciate you calling up and at least getting it off your chest. You know what I mean? Because that shit right there.
And it feels better.
Yeah, it does feel better. I appreciate it, man. Well, I mean, it's gonna feel real better too, because there's a lot of people gonna be hearing this too. I didn't have to tell nobody. See, right now, hang on, just like look around real quick. You see all those people out there? Yeah, they're listening. So I'm pretty sure you'll get some. You'll get some. But as far as okay, well, let's put it this way. Wait, he didn't know what?
No, he knew about it. He knew that I was in the picture and everything. He did.
Okay, all right,
apparently
gotcha.
He does this all the time. This is like a normal thing. Like
okay, well,
when I actually had a conversation with his wife, and she had a bunch of other stuff, dirt and things that she's going to throw on him.
Look, hey, real quick. One of my colleagues, I was going to say this while you were talking. One of my colleagues just said that we can't provide you legal advice, but we could provide you, I don't know, a helpful advice as far as.
No. I'm not looking for legal advice.
Okay.
I'm asking if you or everyone listening in the chat, if y'all were in this situation, what would you do?
Oh.
Personal opinion. That's all.
Oh man, if this was my situation, what would I do? Ooh man. Well, I'll tell you what, real quick, with all this shit that's going on right now and all that, that's kind of fucked up. I mean, here's the reason why I say that. First, you two were not separated or not going through anything, right? So you guys were just straight, whatever.
No.
Second,
No, you're good.
yeah, okay, so yeah, man, that's something that you're gonna have to just take up with the chain of command, and go through JAG, and that's it, bro. That let them deal, because here's the thing, if it's understandable. I know there's different, and I don't know the intricacies of what your situation is, but I guess I'm getting a general idea. So right now it just looks like that you guys were together, and then just an outsider came in, and that was it. Is that what it is?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Yeah. Well, there you go.
But like that was the thing. Like it's do I bother pushing it, or do I just bite the bullet on this one, and that way because if I do something right, this dude's getting ready for retirement. This could essentially impact that retirement, right? I would feel better about myself, right? But at the end of the day, I feel like that's just going to screw over, the wife that he's currently divorcing, and the money that she would get, and the money that those kids would get, his kids, you know what I mean, for like child support and things like that, because it would lower what that retirement and everything looks like. I would imagine.
So he's married too.
Yeah, he was going through a divorce. That's why he felt fine doing what he did.
So he's legally separated, but you're not.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. God, man, that's tough. That's a tough thing, man. That's just something that deep down inside, not knowing the scenario. I would just say you're probably gonna get. I don't want to sound callous, but all this stuff is probably gonna go through some shit. He's probably gonna Is he in a leadership position? Is he in a? Is he like a?
I don't think he's in any leadership position. He tests weapons or something like that up somewhere. I know the place. I don't want to throw it all out there.
No. I got you. I got you.
Let's go.
I got you. I mean, I can't. Yeah, you're thinking about. You have 2 kids. He has 2 kids. That dude, brother. That is a fucking. That is a fucking tough situation. And obviously the consequences. And there you go, Marie's. Marie's got a good comment there. Just the consequences are up to the chain of command, and it's not 100% that his retirement will be affected. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Okay.
So, you know what I mean? So in other words, you right now have I appreciate you talking about this and getting it off your chest instead of you're stewing about it. But again, you bring this up to your chain of command. Hey, this is what's going on. It would probably be in their purview anyways. You know what I mean? They would be like, okay, let's lay it out. I mean, you've got all the proof. You got it dead to rights, both sides. Then you got them dead to rights. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
I mean, that's one of those. That again, to ask me what I would do. Oof. To ask me what I would do, man, I'm kind of primal on some of that shit. You know what I mean? I don't want to advise everybody. Well, I was just talking about, blah blah blah. But again, I'm really glad that you called, because I'd rather you have it, get it off your chest and shoot the shit about it and talk about it rather than it fester up. Because I know when you get into situations like that, brother, I'm telling you, you don't know what's going on. It is you are an honor. You are an honorable man to think about your kids and the kids in this situation, as opposed to 2 individuals that are other individuals that are being selfish in this thing. You are again, that's to me, that's more measure of you being a man by thinking about the kids than the whole situation. You know what I mean? That not too many people do that. They'll come in, run in full head of steam, full of rage, and then get some payback, and then everybody's in jail type of shit. You know what I mean?
I feel that.
So, again, it's everyone, every chain of command, every CSM, every colonel, and every general is probably like going, okay, let me make a phone call to see if this guy's talking about us. You know what I mean? It's everyone's talking about UCMJ and all that stuff. Hey, I'm not a jag. I appreciate you again talking to me and calling me about getting it off your chest and all that. But as far as referring to what my advice would be,
no. I'm not looking for any legal anything like that. I was just genuinely curious what the public's
Oh, what I would do is
the veteran community.
oh no, yeah,
cared
because
for so much.
yeah, no. I mean, everyone obviously everyone's gonna have different ways of doing it. Everyone is gonna be out there saying, yeah, you need to do this, yeah, you're gonna do this. But if deep down inside you feel that it's better for you to think about the kids, then you're going with their gut. You know what I mean? You're not, brother. You're not fucking. You're not. That's not being spy. No one's gonna think you're a bitch. No one's gonna think whatever. You're thinking about your kids. Bring it every chain of command, and you suggest that, and say, "Hey, look, I'm thinking about the kids and all this shit. Let them deal with it. Let Jag deal with that shit." You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean? So if he makes those bad fucking decisions on him, and Jag says, "Hey, they're gonna hem him up," they're gonna hem him up. Aren't you a non-commissioned officer? Isn't he a non-commissioned officer? This is kind of like what you would push anyways, right? And it's hard to get into the personal shit. He's not your chain of command, so he's just an outsider.
Yep.
But again, I'm telling you, my way of doing things. Again, I can't as a host and like throw my legit my legit shit, bro. Man, maybe we should just take a break or something like that, and I'd freaking, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody knows, it's, it's.
Oh, you got my number.
Well, no, it's different if it's. Well, I mean, saying it's. Yeah, I should have said that. I mean, no, it's just one of those things where, man, like it's that nuance. I can't. Again, I mean, don't get me wrong. You know, like Charlie Murphy said, the ghetto side of me said, let's stomp this motherfucker. But I can't say that. You know what I mean? That's you gotta. You right now, again, you're more of a man to think about those kids than those two other individuals that are not. And he may not be going through divorce with his old lady anyways. He might be telling it, or unless you know that's fact or something like that. You know what I mean?
No, I know. I had a conversation with him.
Okay.
Yeah, I was trying to figure everything out and get the answers that I needed. I looked people up. I found out who they were and everything.
Oh, so yeah, so you got deets and everything. If you got it dead to rights and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's to your advantage. Then it's to your advantage, brother. You know what I'm saying? Here I'm fucking thinking you didn't have the deets. Well, if you got the deets, you know. I got friends in the chat right now that are saying that just put the green light on this fool. I got some homies that are fucking like ready to fucking. God, they got your back. You know what I mean? But I can't be the advocate of violence when again you're thinking about your kids, man.
Yeah.
Thinking about your kids, and again I dealing with some shit. Been through breakups myself, man. I know the deal, Brad. I totally know the deal. Going through breakups, going through some drama. Not going through drama. Some were fucking seamless. Some were just like, what the fuck? And then of course, the surprises are the ones that all this. But if you were tracking all this other shit and it wasn't a complete surprise, then you can kind of.
Oh no, it was 100% a complete surprise.
Okay. So it wasn't like
something didn't seem right.
Gotcha.
I started digging into things and then I found it.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Yeah. There
you go. Well, fucking. Again, I'm glad you called here. And fucking got it off your chest. So that way the entire world can throw some deets and stuff like that and talk about it. But yeah. I know. Some people are making comments in the chat saying that my first divorce was Susan B. Anthony. Yes, right. Cracking on my age, man. I am of the older ilk, but yeah, I've been I'm quite ancient. But yeah.
Yeah, it feels good to talk about it. Honestly. So it made it hard because again, like I'm a recruiter, right?
Right.
So it was hard for me for a minute. This is still fresh. This is like 2-3 weeks old. The first like week or so, it was hard for me to do my job. Not just because
I bet
whatever.
I bet.
But like on top of that, it's how do I preach the Army and how great everything is when the Army essentially fucked me. You know what I mean? Like
right.
So this guy, this master sergeant who has, he's over me. It's his job to look out and take care of me, right? And instead, he's taking care of my wife. You know what I mean? Like it was just a rough go for a minute.
I'm sure, dude.
I had to realize at some point that people are just people. I can't associate it in that manner at that point.
Well, there's the civil side that has to do with between you and your spouse. Is your spouse in the military?
No.
No. Okay. All right. Well, again, on the civil side, it's a civil side. You know what I mean? Between you and your spouse. On the military side, you have an obligation as a non-commissioned officer to bring it up. That's about as, you know what I mean? You know, because this is the, you know, this is not exactly that, Tina. He is, yeah. But, yeah, I mean, the UCMJ, again, you got him dead to rights. Does he know you got him dead to rights? I'm just real. I mean, now I'm gonna get a little, I'm like kind of curious now. Does he kind of know that he's got? I mean,
he does, but at the same time, I don't know if he's just trying to come off cocky. Like he doesn't think anything can happen to him.
Oh, he doesn't think anything's gonna happen to him. Oh well, damn, straight ghetto stop is. No, I'm just kidding.
He retires in August, and he doesn't think anybody would mess with him. He doesn't think I have enough to prove it. At the very least, I have enough to prove an inappropriate relationship. But with the way me and my wife are right now, she would happily testify or do whatever the hell she had to do to be like, yo, this shit happened. I got messages between them for weeks. I got pictures of them. I got everything. I got messages between him and his wife talking about it. I got plenty. Because he was trying to brag it up about what he was doing to make her feel worse about deciding to leave him and all that.
Damn, brother.
Yeah.
Damn. I mean, again, my heart goes out to you, brother. I mean, I know I'm going through this shit.
Yeah, I appreciate it. It is appreciated. But I'll let you move on. My phone's getting ready to die. I want to continue to read these comments. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you, everybody out there, for your comments and everything. I appreciate the support.
Shoot us a message in the WTF Nation Radio inbox, man, if you got anything, okay?
Hey, too easy.
Yeah. Just shoot the shit, and we'll. Matter of fact, we'll talk offline, and you know, we'll just go to WTF Nation Radio's Facebook page and say, hey, I was the one that called, and we'll shoot the shit. We'll take it to another chat, okay? So.
Okay. Yeah, definitely.
All right, brother. We got you back.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna take a break right quick, and then we'll be right back. So everyone, stand by.
WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
Take it from me, Ice. You can't just float around space not caring about stuff forever.
The voice of U.S. Army. WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Shit in the bag, Pogue.
Nothing feels the same. Let it all be the sirens are going off. Another rocket attack. I've got my boots and got my ammo in my 50-pound sack. Boys headed to war in this world unknown. The only peace of mind I've got are these letters from home. Another day attack. I've tried to talk and tell you about it, but it ain't the same. All these thoughts that run through my head, well, they can't be tamed. Another day has come and gone. Another night I'm all alone. I didn't think I'd be this far out here in Kandahar. Another day has come and gone. Another night I'm all alone. I didn't think I'd be this far out here. We ain't far from Kandahar.
I am here determined to stop this future atrocity.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe. I suggest we use it.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
And we're back. Part 2 of Sergeant's Time. Broadcasting live for the Function of Veterans and Americans. Este día on 11 March 2021. Man, interesting first half. So glad you guys can hang out. Anyways. Oh man, that was a pretty interesting first half. I did not expect that. We've not had anybody call on the show for some D-Max was just talking about it, getting shit off your chest. I mean, I'll be honest with you, that to me, I would rather have somebody call in to get something off their chest and do something drastic that can cause, something that they can't turn back or they can't recover from. So I'm kind of glad that a caller called in and shot the shit about it. It's one of those things to where, yeah, exactly that, D-Max. Kind of set the mood. It was just like, God, dude, just kind of like, ugh. Man, it's just kind of like, woof. Yeah, they were too scared of Spanky to call. Scott, is that what it is? Actually, she when people call in and Spanky's with me and we're running the guns together, she actually is really very. It's almost like she treats everybody different. I'm not saying that I'm kind of like jealous how she treats them. She's been my teammate for a while doing this, but she treats them like really. Hi, thank you for coming in. I just want you to know, but I'm like, hey, I thought I was your teammate. She's listening right now, so I'm just messing Spanky. But yeah, it's they're not usually scared. But yeah, I exactly. We should do exactly. No, see, that's the thing, D-Max. You remember back in the day, we used to get a lot of calls. Soldiers shooting the shit and then telling me there's some of their issues. I got no problem with that, man. I was a card carrying member of the Sorts, club. So I guess you could say I'm uniquely qualified in providing that type of stuff. If you guys want to give a call and shoot the shit about that stuff, I'm just kind of like, damn, dude. I'm just kind of like, woof. Yeah, she treats him like guests, yeah. Everyone's saying Spanky's being mean. Spanky's not mean. She's one of the most awesome teammates to have. But she treats them like guests, yeah. She does. But yeah, exactly that, D-Max. I'm glad that's what it's all about. That is what it's all about. Digital engagements with leadership. Shooting the shit. You guys in the comments is also helpful too. So I know everyone has their specific method of dealing with that stuff. That's kind of a unique situation for everybody to be in because everyone's situation like that is different. It's really tough. It's a complicated. I will say that there are extreme nuances and complexities when it comes to different scenarios. When it comes to nothing is just a specific template. You can't just say, "Yep, I'm gonna do this. Yep, I'm gonna do that." But yeah, it's one of those things to where it's a real complex situation. The first thing we gotta do is make sure you secure your buddy. You just make sure they're okay to talk. Some individuals don't like talking about a subject like that, let alone talk about it publicly like that. So again, caller, I am truly appreciative that you're able to call and able to share that with the audience because it kind of gives everybody a perspective on where they are in life. And, what's up, Joey? I miss you too, bud. But, yeah, Leroy. Claro, verdad. But, yeah, it's tough. It's tough. So, again, I want to give a shout-out to the caller to at least, giving us a buzz and have everybody else provide that input because that's what it's all about. We do this kind of crowdsourcing type of leadership. But damn, woof, man, it did kind of put things in perspective, and I hope it put things in perspective with you too. It just kind of messed up. So at any rate, so the next portion of our story. Now, look, I don't I don't back in WW there was a sad incident that happened today. A member of the National Guard that was sent to DC has died after suffering a medical emergency. The guard member his name has not been released, but died Thursday morning while off duty in the nation's capital. It's being currently investigated. And quote, Joint Task Force District of Columbia is sad to confirm the death of a National Guard member serving with the U.S. Capitol mission during an apparent medical emergency. The individual was not on duty at the time, and the incident is under investigation. A spokesman for the Guard Joint Task Force told the New York Post. So currently, some 2,000 National Guard members remain stationed in the District of Columbia and are expected to stay till at least May 23rd. May 23rd. Now, there's a lot of. What do you guys think? May 23rd. It's like, is this like a turning the corner type of thing? Do we keep getting? Is this Infinity War? Do you think there's some sort of permanency to this? Did I just make up that word? Is it a permanent presence? That's what I'm hearing too, Leroy. That's what I'm hearing too. I think we should. I don't know. To me, I think it's kind of overdone. I think it is a tad bit overdone. I know, policymakers and lawmakers have said that the fact that they put, fortified and, T-walls just about, this is kind of like, man, dude, it's kind of like overreacting. I think personally, it's overreacting. But we'll see what happens. I don't know. I don't know what the big deal is going to be. If I don't know what the time. In other words, what's the next benchmark? What are the conditions? DC has probably had a ton of threats there that we've not been aware of since, I would say probably before the Capitol, siege, that we probably didn't know about, that probably didn't require all that stuff. So I'm just kind of curious, why would at that time would you want to have that up if the intel has already been saying the same? And now, at least drop some names on who's the party. If you're saying like, I remember back in the day we used to have those, what was it, Department of Homeland Security? We had those amber, the different codes, the different color codes. Remember that? And we had sources say within the Department of Homeland Security that Al Qaeda's are attacking. There's an Al Qaeda threat, right? We got named, pinpointed information on who was coming from, who were the bad guys, and it didn't really say anything at all. It would be kind of cool if we got really legit threats from, but I don't know. No, we got Chris saying that the military needs to stay away. They aren't private security for politicians. Yeah, that's kind of like a feeling about it. Everyone's kind of like surprised that it's going to be until May. God, so it's almost like an extension of an extension. So pretty sure. This is the same thing that everyone was complaining about Afghanistan back when they said, yeah, we're only going to be here for another year. Summer of 2016 or 20 years later, we're still there. Oh man, that's a good point, Scott. You're right. Matter of fact, we were talking about it on. I remember that. We talked about it. Scott brings up a point when someone called DC a battle space. It's battle space. People did freak out. People freaked out, and now everything's like, oh, okay, now, yeah, don't worry. We're just going to lock this shit down, and there's no talking about this shit. Oh, man, yeah. I was in D.C. when you talking about I was pulling security, man. You damn right. Crossing the Delaware on Christmas Eve. That's right, I was pulling security. Had a 240 Bravo with me. Again, why are we there? Why are we there? Provide some intel. Give us intel briefs. That's something we should ask the Secretary of Defense spokesman, Admiral Kirby, retired Admiral Kirby. We should ask him, hey, is we gonna have some intel briefs? Is there gonna be some briefs happening here? So even the National Guard objected to the extension of the deployment, but that was a call made by the SecDef. Secretary Austin extended the deployment. And, there you go. General Daniel Hokanson, the chief of the National Guard Bureau, argued against maintaining the presence any longer, pointing out the troops are needed elsewhere and lack the willingness on the part of the states. So, over the past 12 months, states have experienced an unprecedented demand for National Guard utilization, of course, due to COVID and civil disturbance, wildfire, hurricane, and flood response, all while meeting every combatant command deployment requirement, wrote Hokanson in the memo. According to Fox News, yes, we do sometimes look at a Fox News blurb when they're reporting something, they're writing something, circulated within the White House National Security Council within the past week. So Capitol Police last week said that approximately 5,000 National Guard troops are currently in D.C. We're set to come home tomorrow. They were supposed to come home tomorrow, but the state, of course, on longer to defend against potential future threats. Wrote that the efforts to date have not secured enough volunteers among. Now think about that, man. You're a National Guard. You're pulling some National Guard duty, and you're going to go do that stuff. We're working on some stories and stuff that are going to be coming out. They're going to be posted about the National Guard current status of where they're staying and where they're being quartered and their chow again. We're gonna have a follow up because remember the last time we talked about the contractor that was giving up bad chow that had metal shavings and worms in it. But Hokanson already said, additionally, faced with pressing needs within the states, numerous adjutants general and governors have expressed their unwillingness to order the involuntary mobilization of National Guard personnel to man the mission. Moreover, I am concerned, quote, that the continued indefinite nature of this requirement may also impede our ability to man future missions, as both adjutants general and guardsmen alike may be skeptical about committing to similar endeavors. Now, right now, we got the COVID vaccination going on. We have several units that are currently deployed. I would say mobilized, or you say deployed within the country or something like that. Is that just like talking about battle space? Administering the COVID vaccine. Elements of FORSCOM out there, doing the vaccination. Austin ultimately agreed on Tuesday to keep nearly 2,300 members of the Guard to at least May 23rd. So there you go. So now we see, what's say? What was that? Let me see. Yeah, you know what? That's a good point. That's a very good point. There are pictures and stuff that we're getting that we're like, is this like legit? Robert says that the FBI is getting metadata from cellular phones to find out who was in D.C. on the 6th, not those who are on the Capitol building, but those who were just in D.C. That's kind of like a, that's kind of like a, cautious. You want to make sure you cover all the bases. I mean, naturally, already, if you're the metadata that's on your phone is being tracked daily anyways. If there's a disturbance or something like that, or when people are missing, your phone probably got pinged and you didn't note it at all. Didn't realize it. I mean, but it's really hard to make a connection to the Capitol siege, though. I mean, that's kind of out. So I'm trying to find out some updates and see what Tucker Carlson said about this. I know everyone's going to give me some updates right now, but anyway, what was I going to say? Oh, so with that being said, May, I don't know, man. I'm not digging the extension at all. So I'm gonna say, hey, whatever, support the team, do what you best you can. But that's about it. What was that? I got ping pong on once on Hooker Hill. What? I don't even know what that is. Let's see what comments were. I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know. At any rate, let's see. So right now we're tracking our schedules. Tomorrow, obviously, or Saturday, we could or could not have a show. There's been a scheduling. We have had some scheduling, not issues, but Kaz is busy doing stuff. So him and Pookie are restructuring, reprogramming, a programming update, I guess you'd say. So Friday and Saturday, you may or may not have them coming on, and just to accommodate, live events. Mondays, the Monday edition with myself and Flash. And then Tuesdays, Pop Culture Warrior. We do apologize. CQ had an event coming up where he couldn't make the show, and he said he'd rather he'd rather just cancel the show instead of having a haphazard, shitty show. Of course, Wednesday's a day off and Thursday is Sergeant's time. We really don't have any anything big until probably about the next couple weeks. We're gonna post some announcements that we're doing with an organization, and once we get it all locked down, then more than likely the next guest we're probably going to have is going to be on the 25th. So that would be it. So it'd be Monday, Tuesday, Thursday are show times, and then possibly a Saturday. But this event is going to be a pretty unique event we've done with the organization, working with 18th Airborne Corps, and we're pretty excited about it to see how it pans out. But anyways, other than that, well, guys, gals, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for shooting the breeze. Thank you for being there for that caller. It really means a lot to me that you guys weren't like being complete dicks about it. So that kind of, he felt better about it too, and he even said the same. I'm not going to give you an update on it because that's his business. But again, I really appreciate you guys and gals being in there and being there for the guy and all that. Also, the other caller, make sure you got to pull that duty. You got to pull that duty. Oh, man. At any rate, so with that, y'all have a good night. And thank you for listening to this real quick ranting quip. And we'll probably post some stuff on either Twitter at WTF Nation Radio, or you can follow me at WTF IO Guy, or you can see some of the posts that we have. I know the social media team's restructuring some stuff. I know the main page is going to be posting a Feel Good Friday post that you guys are going to be probably interested in. It'll be a pretty cool post. If you have ever had taken a picture with a celebrity while you were at an event, or you were deployed, or you were like they visited a post. So I'm just giving you guys a sneak peek. The main page hasn't said that yet, so hopefully they don't get mad at me for kind of dropping that early deets. But with that, thank you guys for hanging out, and shots.
Hey, this is SEAC retired John Wayne Troxel. You're listening to WTF Nation Radio, the station of choice for all of the badass MFers on the planet.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Intergalactic horse, and we'll ride into the sun, yes, into the sun, where we'll take the day by planting a flag right there at its source. Space Force. And now they say that they've discovered life up there on Mars, so let's blow it all to hell and then claim it for ours. We'll paint the moon red, white, and blue for no other reason than we wanted to. Oh, Jupiter, imagine what you could become. A stupid, pointless planet turned into a giant gun. And Russia, so sorry, have to burst your bubble. Be a good sport, now sit back, relax, and watch us through the Hubble as we celebrate the greatness of the United Planets of America. Space Force, Space Force. We'll saddle up our intergalactic horse, and we'll ride into the sun, yes, yes, into the sun, where we'll take the day by planting a flag right there at its source. Space Force. Now we'll go to infinity and beyond, beyond. You'll hear all manly voices singing Space Force strong. Though critics say sound doesn't travel in space, to which we reply sound will do as we say. Oh, Captain Kirk, your achievements, though notable and fine, as far as we're concerned, this is Deep Space Mine. And big fans, but Lord Vader, step away from the lightsaber. There can only be one, of course. Space Force. Ra-da-da-da-da-da, ra-da-da, ra-da-da, ra-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-dum-dum-dum-dum, ra-da-da-da-da-da, ra-da-da, ra-da-da, ra-da-da-da-da-da-da-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum. Space Force, Space Force. We'll saddle up our intergalactic horse and we'll ride into the sun, yes, into the sun, where we'll take the day by planting a flag right there at its source. Space Force. Space Force.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.